things I've heard him say is, "Oh, I don't want to be identified as a Christian," or "I don't want to be."
Okay, I've seen a lot of debate about this before, and I understand both sides. Let me just break it down a little bit. So in the Bible, the term Christian is used. All throughout history, the term Christian has been used, but we have to trace it back to its beginnings. Originally, the disciples never called themselves Christians, right? They always called themselves followers of the way. Now, the way, the truth, the life, we know that's Yahusha or Yeshua or Jesus Christ. The term Christian was given to them by Gentiles, people who did not believe the same as them. So they called themselves disciples, followers of the way. That was their title that they gave themselves. Somebody from outside of the group called them Christians. They never called themselves Christians. So some people take that title from other people and they apply it to themselves. Some other people believe that's not what we should call ourselves because that's not the name that the original disciples gave us. It's not the name that God gave us. God refers to us as his bride. He refers to us as saints. He wants us to be set apart. There's a few different titles that God gives us that are throughout the Bible, Old Testament and New Testament. Christian is never one that we give ourselves. It was given by Gentiles to people who followed the Messiah. Now, the word Christos is Greek, so people who follow the Messiah in Greek would be Christians. But we don't know if they were using that as a term of endearment or as a term kind of making fun of them, because obviously they wasn't believing the same. It's like Republicans calling people snowflakes who are liberal, and liberals taking that title and saying, yeah, we're snowflakes. That's how people feel about the term Christian. Over time, we've adopted it and made it our own, but it's not something that was ever originally given to us by the Most High God. It's something that was given to us by Gentiles that we decided, yeah, that sounds good. So I get it. The title itself might not be the greatest, but at the same time, the term brings to mind follower of Jesus, Bible believer. So it's really nuanced. I'm not against either side of the argument. I don't know if there's a right or wrong. Me personally, I really don't know. But I just wanted to explain a little bit from what I've seen and researched and whatever. Just if you read through Acts really slowly, you'll see that Paul, Peter, all them, read through the letters that they wrote. I think they might have referred to themselves as Christians maybe one time, and it was in like 1 Peter. Let me go look. 1 Peter 4:16, it talks about if anyone suffers as a Christian, but that was written probably, from what people think, around 60 to 65 AD, when the term was already kind of solidified as a term to refer to people who followed the Messiah. But originally, they called themselves followers of the way or disciples or saints. That's my spiel.